Hello, my glamorous besties, the most glamorous besties of all the besties. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gigi. So these are the things we're going to use today to make a really cool set. I love how this set came out. I can't wait for you to see it. Well, you did see the thumbnail, but let's see how we get there, okay? We are going to use bits and pieces of those transfer foils and lay them out into a pattern that makes a patchwork quilt. My daughter actually came up with the idea. 3 that color, 2 this color. The 2 that color are not going to be patchwork. We'll get there. We're going to use all these little pieces that I cut out. Actually, we end up only using like half of them, but I cut out more than I needed. That's fine. That's another opportunity to find a new way to use transfer foils. I love my transfer foils and I have so many of them. So those 2 are getting a quick matte top coat. And then we're going to pop them in the lamp and come back to them at the end. This one is getting a coat of the transfer foil gel. That is the new one that we just tested. I will put a link in the little thing. And it's not letting me down so far, guys. And now we're just going to lay down these little squares in a patchwork pattern. And I'm not trying to line them up, like I'm trying to line them up perfect, but I'm not trying to match the edges exactly. I want it to be very patchworky, which it would be even if it was completely even down the nail, but I don't want it to be like perfect squares all laid out in a square. I wanted it to be more like, hey, I have a lot of different shape fabrics and we're going to make it work. So that's, this is the make it work quilt. Make it work. Okay. Dim gun, make it work. So now we're just going to peel back all our little bits, going slowly. That is important. You don't want to just rip up willy-nilly, because if you need to lay back down, you're still in the space that you were already in and it makes it easier. You can come in later and line things up, but it is a little more difficult. So why not cut yourself a break, right? Why not give yourself easier spots to work whenever you can? And look how cute that came out. We're not quite done yet. We've got to put our stitches on. But oh my goodness, even just like that, I think it's pretty. So let's come in for another nail. Here we go, just laying it down. I am going to show you all of them because they're each one a little unique. This is actually my least favorite of all of the nails today. I always have a least favorite. Today, that's this one. But that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. It just, to me, means that I really, really, really liked the other ones that I made a tiny bit better. This one's fine. I just think maybe I could have laid it out in a more pleasing pattern, if you will. There you go. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I thought about redoing it, but I thought no, because it's a moment where we can talk about not always loving everything that you make, right? You want to, and I do like this. I do actually love it. I just don't love it as much as I love the other nails. And you know what? That's totally okay. It's totally okay. My goal here is to put up things that I really enjoyed doing, and I enjoyed doing the set, and the end result came out super pretty. So there you go. Even if one nail was not my favorite nail, that's okay. And everybody is going to like something different, right? Maybe that's somebody else's favorite nail. Maybe somebody's going to leave a comment and say, are you crazy? That was my favorite nail. So you never know. You never know what's going to make somebody happy. So now that's one of the reasons you want to put a pretty color behind, in case you want to do a negative space transfer, like these flowers here and the little pink flowers that I have in other spots, which is actually all the same transfer foil. There you go, just rubbing it and making sure that it is in place. And no, I'm not going to say the thing I said. If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. If you know, you know. We're not saying that on the channel. Okay. Oh my goodness. This one came out super cute too. I really, really enjoyed doing these nails. I feel like there must be another patchwork something going on in our lives soon. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to make it different, but I'll come up with something. If you have any ideas or requests, let me know in the comment section. While you're down there, go ahead and hit all my buttons. Make me super happy and help my channel grow. Thank you so much. Okay, we're just coming in with our outline here in between each pattern, which ends up being, part of the stitch situation. But I really just wanted each pattern to, have its own little frame, if you will. I don't know where you would, that's how you would put that. Anyway, this is also where you want to have your cleanup brush handy, just like this, because you might need to take back a little something that you put down. So, love my cleanup brushes. Queen of the cleanups right here. I love my cleanup brush. That sometimes just a little cleanup brush refines your look in just the way you were looking for, and it makes your life a little easier to have it, right? Now I am offsetting these stitches, from side to side, just for a little visual interest. I think it came out super cute. Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. And guys, I went back and forth on whether or not I wanted to do shiny or matte top coat. But I am so enamored with how these transfer foils look kind of antique-y, right? Very vintage with the matte top coat. So I decided that we would keep this set matte. They came out really pretty, and I actually sort of hemmed and hawed whether or not I should add a couple gems, but I don't know. I think this set is too Grandmacore and too rustic for it to have gems. I think gems would almost take away from the simple beauty of a set like this. Let me know if you disagree. What would you have done with gems if you were going to add them? And if you make these little stitches too long, you can clean that up too, right? You don't have to take them off and redo it. You can just clean up the edges a little, like I'm going to do right here. Check that out. I just thought those are too long. They don't look right. So let's fix that. And that's what we're doing right now. Keep that cleanup brush handy and a little dish of alcohol. I have one of those pumps that you just press the top. And here we come in with a matte top coat. This is how it would look if it was to be shiny. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. I think the matte is the way to go with that. So we're just going to come in and do a little more outlining here. Look at that, so pretty. Even though this isn't my favorite of all the nails, it's still really pretty. It came out super cute. Honestly, I just could have laid it out a little better. I think that's the only problem, really. Sorry I drifted a little bit out of frame there, a little tiny bit. That happens to me sometimes when I'm doing the hand painting. The hand painting stitches in this case. Here we go. Here we go. As you can see, I'm totally at a loss for words. I have nothing else to say. The little dog hairs, those aren't extra. We put those in for free. Here's a top coat on that second one we did. I'm just top coating as we go because the other two nails are already matte top coated, and then we're going to come in and do some sugaring to make sweater nails. Now here's a little trick. If your polish that you want to use is not like a painting gel that will stand up and stay where it is, or where you put it rather, put in a little of your acrylic or your dip powder, which is also acrylic, into your polish to make it a tiny bit thicker. And look, it's just going to stay exactly where you put it. It's not going to spread, and you're going to have time to draw your whole design before you do the sugaring. Trying to sugar and cure in between, it's really a pain in the butt. And you want to be able to get your entire design created and sugared and cured in that order without having to do breaks or flash curing. So just adding, if your polish is really, like good polish, it's going to have a self-leveling factor. And so using the powder that you're going to use, whether it's, regular acrylic or dip acrylic, then it's going to do what you want it to do. Look at how well all of that's staying exactly where I put it. And even after you sugar it, it kind of gives it even more of a raised quality, I think, personally. That's what I see. And I like to come top and bottom with my sugaring just to make sure everything is completely covered. I don't like to leave that to chance. If you only go from the top, that under part might not be fully sugared. So flip your nail over and sugar from the bottom as well. The only difference between this nail and the other is this sides go facing, pointing up. The other nail, they were pointing down. That's the only change I made. And I think it gave it a tiny bit of visual interest, and I'm not mad about it. I like it. There's so many different sweater patterns you can make. I went a little simple with this one because we have the patchworks on the other nails, and I thought if I went too crazy, it would just make it too busy. It's already pretty Grandmacore busy, and that's what we're going to call this set, Grandmacore, because it is very grandma. Wipe off your powders when you're done curing, and this is the finished set. Guys, I love this set so much. I would 100% wear these nails. They are freaking cute. I hope you think so too. Let me know what you think of them in the comment section. And if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe. Click all the other buttons. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that little bell symbol so that you get notified every time I upload. Don't forget, I've been doing a lot more shorts lately, so go check those out as well. Let me know again exactly what you liked about this set, and if you don't like that nail as much as I don't like that nail. No, I do love that nail. It's just not as cute as the others. That's all I'm going to say about it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys to pieces. You are my besties. We're going to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.